History about the Lankah Kpaytuo family, and also about the great grandparents of the family. The late Lankah Silva was born by Mrs. and Mr. Kpaytuo and the younger man in the year 1851 in the town called Kpaytuo, which is the old spot now is the boundary between Kpaytuo and Loyi on the hill called Walnut Tree in view is Kpaytuo. Kpaytuo was born by Saul Bople and Mian Dogo in the village called Gaila near Kpaytuo, where the village of Tangaba is now built. And this village was named after the queen called Gaila. Then, so Bople too was born by Mrs. and Mr. Gritin and young Ray Giale in the same Gaila town. As I said, I want for you to get everything clear. As I saw, Bople was born by Mr. and Mr. Gritin and young Ray Giale of Zongli, Klan, Berge District, Nima County. And Gritin was born by Mr. and Mr. Dable Grand Yuan in the village now a city called Swonwe in Africa. Because of the shortage of farmland, Dable's son and his family left from La Côte d'Ivoire, which is Africa, to Sault-Saint-Louis. And before then, they settled for a while in a town or village called Kpaytuo, Africa, near the Liberian border, before leaving for Sault-Saint-Louis, where they settled for a couple of years. Then, after that, Gritin and his family, large family too, migrated from Sault-Saint-Louis because of shortage of farmland, known as drought, to the northwest region of Gaila. Before leaving, what caused them to leave was the shortage and the family history of Saint-Louis. Then they left and was told by the medical man that the first and the second town will be a resting towns. That is, when they left Saint-Louis, the king settled to a place where this people was living Gaila, and it named their village after the Gaila. Then they settled. After that, where your descendants will forever settle until then. Because they say after that, the second town is a word. In those days, they went before you build a town, you can make a sacrifice and so now go to a medicine man. So the medicine man they went to, he told them the first town is going to be a resting place, that you are not going to settle there forever. So we was in Gaila. And when they left, before Kpaytuo could leave Gaila, he went to a medicine man and made a sacrifice. And he was told by the medicine man, you should rub a medicine on the blind rock. In Gyo, they call Guati, that which we call blind rock. Carrying it on his head without holding it. He said, you are going to rub the medicine on the rock, and you are going to put the rock on your head without holding it. You are going to walk with it. Whether you fall down, it will not move. It's just like, magnetism force. You will not drop from your head. So wheresoever you will reach when the rock drop, then that is a place you are going to build your town. So, and he was informed by the medicine man to do this, that the fourth place where the rat drop and lay on the sand, on the rock, a small is the place where you will settle for 11 times. Moving again, where the rat will drop, then it will be where the descendants of that place, so who migrated from Africa to Liberia, will forever live or settle until then. Want to bring our first move from Kpaytuo and settle near the small hill called Walnut Hill, Kpaytuo in Kpaytuo, and build a small town named after the rock, Guatila, on the Bright Rock in English. That is what made the Walnut Hill as boundary for Kpaytuo and Loyi. So for the second time, that is to say, when they went to this place where they call Kpaytuo or Walnut Tree Hill, this hill was full of walnut trees. So they needed after the walnut tree, Kpaytuo in Kpaytuo. Where is now the between Kpaytuo and Loyi. The word Kpay is attached to the black rock in Kpaytuo, for the fact that there is a tree called Kpay in the bush, and this tree was formed near the boundary of Kpaytuo and Loyi. The people took the fruit of the tree and water on the tree, under the tree, and made sacrifice with them on the black rock in the establishing the town Kpaytuo. So every year Kpaytuo people can go and sacrifice to the tree and the Kpaytuo in January every year. Then, so brother by father, that is from the same father but different mother. And the same father, greeting was called Ba. The same father of Ba and son. Then the late Ba was the one who built the town called Ba Place. So the town is named in honor of him. This is why the people of Kpaytuo and Ba Place are interrelated. The late Wantobra was a powerful warrior. There are family groups. We had the family group. The family group, before the family group, we had subdivisions in the family and 8 heads. Number 1, we had tradition. It's headed by Lankah, the deputy Harry Wantu. Number 2, we have the Western culture and public matters concerning the members of the family. Sanke Wantu, Deputy Moses G. Lankah. Then number 3, we have unity and peace capacity building in the family. Chris G. Lankah. Then we have here for the family youth. Peter Dankwa Wantu, Deputy Alex Wantu. We are here for the nephews and aunts. Peter Van, Deputy Moses M. Peter. Here for the members of the same family residing in foreign countries. That means we have some members of this family which are reside in different countries. Some live in Europe, some live in America. So we have the head, February Lankah of Italy, and Deputy Osakwai Lankah of Italy. This identical family migrated from Ivory Coast. The boy moved from a village called Man, now a city, to another village called Zuowe. another village called Zonwe. Then another village called Zonwe, now a big town near the Liberia border in the year 1100. Later crossed the border into Liberia in a village called Sosenwe in the year 1300, the eastern part of Liberia. They later moved from Senwe and now established a village on their own called Guatila in the western part of Liberia in 1470 AD. Again moved into another land 28 kilometers away and built a new village called Guatila number 2, now called Kpaytuo Guatila in 1555 AD. Then, before that, they built a temporary village called Lankah, that means place of rest, where they stayed for 15 years, from the land of the Kpaytuo family. We got deux camins bon, mon cagban bon, Pokawia bon, blaga, tout bon, Bople tout bon, Gretin tout bon, Sorou bon, Wanto. Then we have Wanto tout bon de Fari, Kpaytuo, Drobo Mesan. We have Va Gerbe, Lankah Sewa, Tembo, Nanto Tale, Gufaye, Suomi, Dankuan Wele, Gela, Densagwe, Wanto, Zwete Luwa, P. Lopa, Porto Me, Wonli Notia. Other relatives of Wanto are what? We have Kodo. The Kodo family too are some relatives of the Wanto family. Then we have Pomble, which the late Blay or Yomi was named after. We have Dupu, a lady, relative of Wanto, who also married to Tapatan area, born a son called Bangi, and had a children called John Bangi. Then we have Gati Boma, we have Gava, then we got Way Gagwe, we have Gati, we got Bobli, who born Sonkale Blibe. Now it has a song called Garrison Sonkale. This is how Garrison Sonkale is related to us. We have Dale. Dale here was a daughter of the uncle of Wanto who married to Bao Tupu and born a son called Gile. And this Gile is the father of Moses Gile, now residing in Kpaytuo Gurgun. We have Gwen, a brother of Wanto brother, but they were interrelated by the fatherland of Wanto brother, Gwen, who born Temo, and Temo to have children. Today, he born Omen Mele, John Merman Temo. Also born Mwongbon, and some others too. Today there we have Paul Temo, who is a born son of Temo, and James Temo Kuma. Also we have Siagbe. This Siagbe, he was a nephew of Wanto who born Dangbe in Kpaytuo Quarter, now a son, the late Moses Dan. Then other living as one Udun Dankwan or Dangwe, and a brother called Nyaka, as it is called in the family. Then the family of Tantu, we have the Sonya Blasi family who are also related to the Lankah family. We have our nephews, aunts, and also cousins. We have Zweti. We have one day in Otia, Pay Lopo. We have Don't Yafoyi, the Pia Gan, Zaibaya. This Zaibaya too, okay, for a shorter or in detail. A one in later, he never born, but she never born. She was married to a man who moved from their home from Bazonto. The late Kenya was a husband of Notia, one lady, Notia, who was a blind old lady in our quarter, a bride, and also she was a blind lady, and she was blind until she died. Then Denuncia too, Goitu was a daughter of Vagebe. Va is the son of Manto Bega, and his daughter was Denuncia, the late Denuncia for me. Then the Pierre Gatu was the daughter of Gan. You know, Gan. Gava in Gyo, in English, that means big Gan. There were two different Gan. They had a small Gan and a big Gan. So they called them Gati and Gava. Okay. The Gan, man, he married a lady called Blade. That means the woman was from Bon County. They just named her after her area of migration, which is Bon County, right to Balala. There where she was captured as war prisoner and want to kill her, and she was married to a Gava. She was called Blade. That means fellow woman. In English, but in Jew they call Blade. So it was Blade, it was the one who was God, but and then woman Blade born the late Dangwe, Blade, that means Blade son, Dangwe, Blade, Yekanya, Sinukwa, Bonte, the Gamo, and the rest. Zaibayatu was a daughter of Manto Bega, a daughter of Gava, who married to the late Saint, the father of Lawson, who born Zuawe Boni, and Zuawe Boni to married to a late Miller Johnson, who born John Miller and Edward Miller. That's how John Miller and the other brothers and sisters are related to the Lankah family. Then we have Yekanya Gan, she never born. We have Sinukwa Gan. The Sinukwa too married to a man called Gongwe in Choweta, who born only 2 children. They were Debe Wugonsua, that means Debe Fuma, and his sister Deba, who later died before Wugonsua. So they were the children of Sinukwa Gate and Sinukwa Ga. Then we have Le Yukutu was a daughter or sister of the Sinukwa and Le Pie. They have Tomava. The Tomava called Tomaje, and she was a daughter of Lankah, and also the small Toma who was the daughter of the brother of Lankah, Nanto Chadedio. We have Wadia Ga was a daughter of also Gati. That's how Wadia is related to the Wantu family. And the children of Wadia now in Kpaytuo, we have Mekapu. That one I'm totally against for Mekapu, and the son of the daughter of Lankah are going to be together. So that how the children of Wadia family are related to the Wantu family. Then we have the Yoato family. We have the Binwa family. The Yoato family too are the one. The Yoato family is the family of Gibson Van and Peter Wongpa. This a man, Peter Wongpa, Gibson Van, that means Noah Gibson, their late sister, Wata, Faulkner, as people call him. Also, they had Greek at the last. They are the children of Yoato. Yoato here was a daughter of Van Gerbe, one to son. Born her child by a lady from Gray, and she was married to Toeta, born these children to Kpaytuo. See, born to Kpaytuo in Toeta. So they were later taken to Kpaytuo. So that the Yoato family too. So they are our nephews. They are nephews to the Lankah family, the Lankah Wanto family. Being one Lopo too is a daughter of Zwete. This Zwete is a daughter of Wanto Brand. She was a sister of Van Gerbe. So it was Zwete who born Being one Lopo, the mother of the late Gonti, and also our auntie. Bawa for him, commonly called Kpaytuo. Okay, they will have Poma Gati, who was a sister of this Binwan Lopo. We have Zwete, who was a brother of these people, born by Zwete. We have Le Gwe is a sister of Temo Wanto, the father of Paul Temo, that his sister Kpaytuo married to a man in Baoklan, a town called Tupe, who born Maya. That how the woman is related to the Wanto family. Then we had Lankah. Then Lankah was a daughter of Lankah the first, but she never born. Then we had Nutia. In conclusion, this is how the family land of Wanto Brand is looking. I want the children of the family to be careful and carefully observe this note and this history forever and ever, to pass it on to you and children, great grandchildren, not to be forgotten. This is how it goes. Thank you. This story was imparted by the late Lankah Wanto through Papa Lankah, the present heir of the Lankah Wanto family now, to give the story to the other family for a great remembrance. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Yeah, I just
Yeah, go ahead. Any other question? Any other question?
No, luckily I got. Okay, no, it's the first and the daughter or the first child of Lankah.
In detail, in detail, if you want to understand, you can even ask in detail those the one that are not.
I remember.
The Yokama family are related today, or they are attached to their family because of let me say loveness and forgiveness. The great grandfather of these people were a medicine man who also were asked by Wanto Brand to kill her daughter when she was sick. But when, on the other hand, very unfortunately, they didn't never survive. Then, because of the cordial relationship, the man stayed with Wanto as a play son or as a father of him. He was with Wanto. Then, he was the one now who born Yokama, the Yokama family in Kubu. He was a lady Yokama. Yokama and Sonya Blasi. Sonya Blasi was the father of the brother of Yokama. Then Sonya to marry a lady called Yoman Darin. Then Yoman Darin was a wife of a brother-in-law to Wanto Brand from Zia, in Zia number 2, Lower Nima County. But when the in-law died now, they want to have woman who was the hair wife, want to marry about 4 women, but the hair who was gay. So gay went and brought the wife of her late brother to be with them in Kpaytuo. So when the woman came, some young blacks will get in touch with want to and marry this lady. Even though they never born. But the brother of this Yoma Dale was the Yomi. Yomi, it was the father of the late Afro Yomi, which is Daniel. The how the children of these Daniel Yomi children are, let's say, are related somehow to the Lankah family in Kpaytuo or Grogu. So with this, Yokama, the father of Yokama, was a man who was brought in Kpaytuo by Wanto Bra. Let's say he was a stranger, staying with him and born his children. Even the woman he married was given to him, was married for him by Wanto Bra. And these people, when he born his children, the children, when he died now, Wanto automatically take care of the children. And Yokama too was married to a man called Gonkati, the brother of Ban, the father of Siawe from Kpaytuo. And very unfortunately too, when this man died, he was there by hatred man because it was somebody who caught him in an animal side called leopard. He was caught by a leopard animal, killed. Then Wanto went and brought the children of Yokama. Remember, they were dealing with Tiare. Yokama family emerged to the Lankah family in Grogu. The Britain family, let's say the Britain family are related to the Wanto family through Kodo family. Kodo is related, one of the relatives of Wanto Bra. Kodo. And the children of Kodo now in Grogu are Giovanni, and the main children they call them Sade Yomi, the late Amos Yomi, Sonkane, Giovanni, and the others. They are related to us because Kodo's sister, Kodo, who is related to Wanto, that means his sister too is related to Wanto Bra. Is that clear to you? Okay, you are related to me. Then your sister too, anything is she related to me. Well, then the sister of Kodo, which is married to a man called Zeno, who born Britain. See, who born Britain. And their sister was Mala. They call her Mala, the name Mala, who born Britain. They how the Britain family are somehow related to the Lankah family.
But how they or Koto related to Wanto? How, in what way?
Koto, the cousin of Wanto Bra is the mother of Koto.
Oh, the cousin of Wanto Bra is the mother of Koto.
The fourth cousin of Wanto Bra is the mother of Koto. So Koto was a warrior and Wanto was a warrior.
So why the relationship between Britain and Bra?
Britain and Bra? Bra is the smaller brother of Britain from the same mother and father.
So we mean our Felicia is our relative.
Yes. Born in Bible, you can marry, you are protecting for third cousin onward. Anybody you marry that there no any other similar related relationship between you and that woman, there's no improvement. There's no improvement. Madigo people do their own straight way than what we hate. But it is in the Bible.
I never believe you.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know about
even
this.
You are wiser in detail when they explain. She is somehow related to her family.
Yeah.
Oh? Yes. Even my wife, they live better Lankah. Yes,
Bueno,